Hello everybody, my name's Erica and welcome to my channel, Ginger Books. Welcome back to all of the people who have been watching my videos, and also welcome to the newcomers. My name is Erica. I am from small town Iowa. I'm a museum director who also loves the world of books. So this is my booktube channel that I started. So today I'm coming at you with a fun-filled video, and wow, now I'm starting to sound like Jessie the Reader. So today I wanted to jump on the bandwagon after watching Irish Reader and a couple of other people. I want to do my own tier ranking. So I'm bringing you my top YA book characters and their rankings. So I do apologize, I do not have like one of those live streaming webcams, and I do not have a fancy camera that allows me to kind of like do dual screening or anything like that. I'm actually literally recording this from my phone because I can't afford a camera right now. So I am going to record it with my live streaming equipment I do for The Sims 3, which is pretty much just screen recording, and my Blue Yeti mic. So I'm sorry if the audio sounds a little weird. I am also trying to mess with the audio. If you have any fun-filled tips or fun-filled videos that can help me with audio, please leave them down in the comments below. I'm always up for suggestions. So now I'm gabbing, and so let's get to the video. Alright, so now we are live on my computer, and so this is just the screen for where most of you booktubers have been making them. And so I'm going to explain my top tier rankings because you're going to notice that they're from two 80s movies. So the first one is Nobody Puts Baby in the Corner. Like, these are my all-time favorite characters. Do not crap on them. I love them to death. I would love to see more content with those characters. Yes. So Nobody Puts Baby in the Corner, and of course that is the famous line from Johnny in Dirty Dancing. Wow, I almost forgot the video. Video name. Yeah, video name. Movie name. Wow, it's gonna be this video. I'm sorry, guys. Now, the next four are from the famous movie The Breakfast Club that came out in, I think it was mid-80s? Maybe? I don't remember. I'll have to ask my mom. But, so the fourth one is If He Gets Up, We'll All Get Up, It'll Be Anarchy. These characters didn't quite have the feeling and the protection I feel I need to have for them, like Nobody Puts Baby in the Corner. But I would be very angry if they weren't there. Yep. So, and this is the famous John Bender line to the principal of letting a kid get up, and he's just a character. Let's just say that. And if you have not watched The Breakfast Club, shame on you. Go watch it. No, I'm just kidding. If you don't want to watch it, it's okay. The next one is You Couldn't Ignore Me If You Tried. So this is another famous John Bender quote from the movie to Claire. And how do I explain this? So this is a character that does not fit in the top two categories, but obviously if they weren't in it, the story would kind of suck. So this is kind of like a character that I kind of just want to ignore, but obviously you couldn't ignore them if you tried. So, The next one is The school comes equipped with 2 fire exits at either end of the library. They don't make it into the trash pile, but I kind of want to yeet them out of a fire exit from a 3rd story. Because they make me angry, but I understand why they have to be in the story. And of course the trash pile, which is when we get older, our hearts die. Our heart dies. I think it's your heart dies, so I do apologize, I might have screwed that up. But this pretty much is the character has emotionally turned me off from them, or I don't understand why they're even in the book to begin with when they don't really, yeah. Let's just say that. So let's introduce the books that I will be doing for this tier ranking. We're doing the Twilight cast. Yes, I have to, because I love to put my opinion on the Twilight cast. I apologize. Stalking Jack the Ripper, 2 main characters, and instead of doing the Mortal Instruments, which I've been seeing a lot of people doing, I'm going to do the Infernal Devices, because that is probably my number 1 out of the Shadowhunter Chronicles for either trilogies or series. So, without further ado, let's get... Oh, wow, why do I have 2 Jacob Blacks in here? Oopsie. And I have 2 Jaspers. I don't think I'm missing anybody. So, let's start with Twilight. So, we have Jacob Black here, who pretty much is like the other kind of like main protagonist, other love interest and love triangle going on in the Twilight series with Bella and Edward. The reason why this character is dead to me is because, and I'm sorry if I'm saying spoilers, is in book 4, in part 2 of Breaking Dawn, when he's explaining to why Jacob fell in love with Bella, why Bella fell in love with Jacob, their whole story was because of the future unborn child of Bella and Edward, because he imprints on Renesmee. I threw the book across the room and was so upset to the point I did not want to finish it. Like, I put it down and did not even pick it up until like 2 weeks later. I was so incredibly upset. I was like, no. No, 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 no. No. I didn't just go through this crappy love triangle for it to end like that. So that is why my heart died that day for him. Enough said. So the next one is Jasper Cullen. Okay. Anybody who knows me, maybe I need to reread the Twilight series so you guys can understand why Jasper and why I'm Team Jasper. I don't know why. I like silent brooding types like him, and to be honest, I'd rather would have had the actor play Edward, because he feels like he fits better in Edward in the descriptions you get in the books. So, sorry Robert Pattinson, you're a great actor, but yeah, no. I've always been Team Jasper since, I would say I kind of switched when I became the books. I wasn't really any team until the movies, and now I can only picture him in the stories. I also picture him as Edward, so it's kind of conflicting. But I've always been Team Jasper. I love how he's kind of like a sensitive soul, and just the small little banter he has for his lines. It's cute. But anyways, I can gush on him all day. So let's go to the next one, which is Emmett Cullen. I don't think he served any purpose in the story at all, other than being the love interest to Rosalie and just being the muscles. Like, even the point where he kept badgering about, you know, I'm still stronger than Bella as a newborn. Yeah, no. It really didn't need to happen. We all know newborns are more stronger than seasoned vampires. So, alright. So we're going to Edward Cullen, which is the main male protagonist in the story. And part of the love interest, falling in love with Bella, yada yada yada. Yeah, I think he's trash. I'm sorry. And, like, I kind of liked him in Twilight. I love the love interest, like, how he pretty much fell head over heels, even though it kind of made me feel weird, but New Moon kind of sealed the deal of, wow, you're a big crybaby along with Jacob, and this is not cool. Like, no. So the next one is Bella Cullen. Yeah, I'm sorry. I did not like Bella. I thought she was super whiny. Yes, she had some one-liners that were kind of funny, like I am Switzerland, or the whole virginity speech, all blah blah blah. But she was the most unchanged character I have ever met in a main character in a story ever. Even though she kind of stood her ground at the end of book 3. Yeah, no, you're still a whiny, so whiny. I just don't like whiny characters. I just never have. So, sorry. That's my opinion. Now the next one is Esme Cullen. Now, I thought she was a very motherly figure. She played her role very well. But I'm going to have to say you couldn't ignore me if you tried, because it's not... I can't put her in the top 2. I just can't. Just because she only served a purpose of being the motherly figure and helping them kind of stay together, and also rounding up vampires they needed in part 2 of Breaking Dawn. Other than that, So the next one is Alice Cullen. Absolutely, nobody puts baby in the corner. Loved her character. She was she reminded me of like a pixie sprite, like always fun, spunky, always pushing Bella to try new things, even though she always whined constantly about it, which annoyed the heck out of me. And yeah, and I just loved her powers that she had, and I loved her and Jasper's dynamic. Like, if the book was, all about Alice and Jasper, I would totally read it over and over again. Okay, so the next one is Carlisle Cullen. And of course, I'm putting him Nobody Puts Baby in the Corner. He also was very needed in the story. I loved his character being the fatherly figure, but also being the understanding figure of the two main characters, especially when they're being dumb. So, you can tell how much I hate our main characters. And also, to be honest, he was the one that orchestrated, like, pretty much the whole idea. Even though it was Edward's idea of asking their friends to be witnesses, but he really was the one that really got out there, as Edward pretty much stayed home and did nothing, even though it was mostly his idea, which I didn't like either. I understand he has to protect his family and protect the headquarters or whatever, but eh. So that leaves, last but not least, Rosalie Cullen, and of course, I loved her. She was a bad... How do I say this without swearing? Well, I'm just gonna swear. Sorry. She is a bad bitch. I loved her. She was the only one that literally had the common sense to speak up and say, this is going to end bad for everybody. Such a big foreshadowing in Twilight, because guess what happens in Breaking Dawn? In an eclipse, it almost ended fucking badly. So, yeah. I love her. She just always had this air of queen attitude and sassy, and I loved it. Kind of like Alice. And I just loved her, also her backstory of, she never wanted to pick this life. Everybody seems okay with it, but she's like, I'm not. Because a lot of the things that I wanted to do in life were stripped away from me. And I just loved also her theatrical whole going after his friends and her ex-fiance and her wedding dress. That's kind of funny. Anyways, let's move on. So we're going to move on to Audrey in Wordsworth, or Audrey Creswell at the end of the series, and Thomas Creswell from Stalking Jack the Ripper. And obviously you know where I'm going to put these two, which is Nobody Puts Baby in the Corner. Absolutely love them, hands down. And this is stunning, beautiful artwork. I can't remember where I pulled this from because I just googled these images. I'll try to see if I can find them. They're beautiful artwork, but I absolutely love their dynamic. I love them also separately. I love how strong of a female character Audrey Rose is, and how Thomas Creswell complements that and encourages her to be, stronger and fight the odds of being a high-class lady in Victorian society, wanting to do taboo things, pretty much. But anyways, I can drone on and on about them, so let's now hop skip into the Infernal Devices series. So we'll start with Tessa Gray. Enough said. I believe this one is Gabriel Lightwood, and I'm putting him, you couldn't ignore me if you tried, because he does play an integral role, but I didn't like his character. I really didn't. He annoyed the heck out of me, let's just say that. Yeah. So the next one is his brother Gideon Lightwood, which if he gets up, we all get up, it'll be anarchy. He doesn't hold the same love I have for the characters up here, so I have to put him in the tier 4 category. But I loved his character. It was really nice to see him being the only Lightwood in this time period in timeline that had a sensible head on his shoulders. Unlike Gabriel, who does turn around after something happens to their father and he finds out what his father was dabbling in. So the next one is Jessamine Lovelace. I can't put her in with the trash pile, but I am going to put her in the second to last tier. The school comes equipped with 2 fire exits at either end of the library, because she made me so angry. Like, I understand what she did, and I'm trying not to give huge spoilers away in the series because it helped with momentum, the plot twists and everything like that, and carrying on the suspenseful plot. I feel like we could have done without her, to be honest, but I understand her importance, so that's why she's not going in the trash pile. So the next one is Sophie. I believe her last name is Turner? I don't remember. Or is this Sophie? Which one are you, actually? Yes, this is Sophie. I don't know where to put her because she doesn't... I have to think on this one a little bit, so maybe we'll skip her and go back to her. So the next one is Cicely Herondale, which is Will Herondale's little sister. Now, I loved her spunky attitude. However, she doesn't hold the same... Well, actually, you know what? Yeah, she does. So we're going to put her in the top tier, which is Nobody Puts Baby in the Corner. I loved her because she was a very strong, headstrong character like Will. You can see the similarities and know that they're definitely related. So I'm going to put her up here. I did love her. It was nice to see a female version of Will, pretty much, in this story. So the next one, of course, is Will Herondale. We all saw this coming. If anybody's watched my vlogs of me rereading the Shadowhunter Chronicles and the Infernal Devices for the first time, yep. So the next one is Jim Carstairs, and this is the picture that came off of the front of the book. I believe Stephenie Meyers, if she ever does another love triangle or another series that has a love triangle, needs to take some pointers from Cassandra Clare, because the Infernal Devices, that is how you do a love triangle. All I can say is that Tessa, Will, and Jem, their love triangle was amazing and so dramatic. So this one is Charlotte. Is it Burnwell? Burnwell. Yeah, Burnwell. I loved her, but I didn't have the same attachment as I did for these characters up here, or the same feeling, but she was definitely integral, and if anybody tells me that she is trash, I will fight you. Along with her husband, Henry. I loved them, and especially that aha moment of the relationship in, I believe it's the second book. Yep, loved it. Thank you, Cassandra Clare. So now, of course, we'll come back to Sophie. Her last name is Collins, Sophie Collins. And, you know, I'm going to put her up on top because she does, I do have the inkling feelings as I do with this whole cast up here. And I loved how sweet but very headstrong she was. The turmoil, the emotions that she had to go through about, you know, staying true to, you know, being a maid, but then also speaking up for what was right. So it was really nice to see another strong female character. And I also loved the blossoming romance between her and Gideon. So this is my tier ranking. As you can, we'll go through them one by one. So Nobody Puts Baby in the Corner. We have Jasper, Alice, Carlisle, and Rosalie Cullen. We have Audrey Rose and Thomas Cresswell. We have Tessa Gray, Cicely and Will Herondale, Jim Carstairs, and Sophie Collins. If he gets up, we'll all get up. It will be anarchy. We have Gideon Lightwood. We have Charlotte and Henry Barnwell. You couldn't ignore me if you tried. We have Esme Cohen and Gideon Lightwood. The school comes equipped with 2 fire exits at either end of the library. We have, Jessamine Lovelace. And in the trash pile, when we get older, your heart dies. We have Jacob Black. Wow, I just forgot his name. Emmett, Edward, and Bella Cullen. Well, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed my ranking of the Twilight series, the Infernal Devices series, trilogy, and the Stalking Jack the Ripper 2 main characters. So without further ado, thank you so much for watching. If you liked what you saw, hit that subscribe button and that bell notification to be notified when I post. I post every Tuesdays and Fridays. I hope you guys have a great start to your week. Hope you're staying safe out there with this COVID-19 pandemic. And I will see you in the next video, which is my Sims LPs.